What caused the raid on Entebbe? How did Israel manage to execute such an elaborate plan? What was the end result?
In the summer of 1976, a routine passenger flight turned into a global crisis. Terrorists hijacked a plane, flew it thousands of miles to a dictator's stronghold in Africa, and made demands the world wasn't ready to meet. But what happened next became one of the boldest, most precise military rescue operations in history. This is the true story of Operation Entebbe. On June 27, 1976, Air France flight AF-139 departed Tel Aviv, Israel, en route to Paris with a stopover in Athens. Shortly after takeoff from Athens, 4 terrorists, 2 from the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, PFLP, and 2 German radicals, hijacked the plane. They were armed with guns and grenades. Their demand: release of 53 pro-Palestinian prisoners held in Israel and several other countries. The hijackers redirected the plane, carrying 248 passengers and 12 crew, to Benghazi, Libya, for refueling. After 7 hours, it flew again, this time to Entebbe Airport in Uganda, East Africa. Uganda, under brutal dictator Idi Amin, welcomed the hijackers. They were given support, and the old terminal building at Entebbe Airport was turned into a prison. Over the next few days, the terrorists separated the Jewish and Israeli passengers from the rest. The non-Israelis were released. Over 100 hostages remained, including the Air France crew who refused to leave and stayed in solidarity. Deadline: if demands weren't met by July 4, the hostages would be executed. Meanwhile, back in Israel, the government faced an impossible choice: negotiate with terrorists, something they historically refused, or launch a rescue mission over 2,500 miles away. What followed was an intelligence and military marvel. Mossad, Israeli intelligence, gathered blueprints of the airport. Hostage testimonies were smuggled back through released passengers. A mock version of the terminal was built in Israel for rehearsals. The operation would require 4 Hercules C-130 planes, elite commandos, and precise coordination. The mission was greenlit. Codename Operation Thunderbolt, later renamed Operation Entebbe. Led by Lieutenant Colonel Yonatan Netanyahu, the older brother of future Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu, the unit prepared for a daring midnight strike. On July 3, 1976, the Israeli planes took off under radio silence. Flying low over the Red Sea to avoid radar detection, they arrived in Uganda at 11 p.m. local time. The lead plane carried a black Mercedes and Land Rovers to mimic Idi Amin's motorcade and avoid immediate suspicion. Israeli commandos stormed the terminal, killing all 7 hijackers and dozens of Ugandan soldiers. Within 90 minutes, they had neutralized resistance, gathered the hostages, and were airborne again. 3 hostages were killed during the rescue. 1 was left behind at a Ugandan hospital and later executed by Amin's forces. The mission's only Israeli military fatality was its commander, Yonatan Netanyahu, who was shot near the end of the raid. The bold mission made headlines around the world. The UN condemned the violation of Ugandan sovereignty. Most nations silently admired the courage and precision. Israel had sent a message: "We will not leave our people behind." Operation Entebbe is now studied in military academies worldwide as an example of perfect planning, intelligence, and bravery. In 90 minutes, the IDF changed the course of hostage rescue forever. A mission born from desperation, executed with precision, and remembered for its bravery. This is Operation Entebbe, the raid that shook the world.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one.